This then is the background from which Ibsen will emerge as the father of modern drama. In 1877, in exile, he begins to write a series of plays which many consider his social problem plays. They lay out what he thinks of as the foundation for his work in the theater.
The conflict between one's aims and one's abilities, between what man purposes and what is actually possible, constituting at once both the tragedy and the comedy of mankind and of the individual.
From this desire, Ibsen writes Doll's House, which looks at the woman's rights in society, Ghosts, an examination of, among other things, the church's role in prescribing morality for the individual, Enemy of the People, what is the people's benefit versus what is the need to know the truth, The Wild Duck, what is the cost of the pursuit of truth at any expense. Then, in Munich, Ibsen writes 3 plays focusing on the relationship between men and women. His Munich plays look at marriage, whether traditional or not, from a very specific perspective. Rosmersholm deals with what happens when communication is not clearly linked with intent and the negative impact on the relationship between the man and the woman. The Lady from the Sea looks at how it's possible to embrace responsibility and commitment and whether or not that can indeed succeed in real life. And finally, Hedda Gabler, which is an intense examination of what happens when a woman's desires, her talents, her strengths, and her will are given no appropriate outlet in society or in her personal life. With Hedda, Ibsen is able to shape the question that will dog him through his final 4 plays.
If our whole being is nothing but a fight against the dark forces within ourselves, what is the role of will?
At this point in Ibsen's career, he moves beyond his desire to examine the questions of every day and begins to seek difficult questions to what it means to be human. What is the interior journey of humanity, and how can that be expressed?
It is not what we experience that matters, but how we understand it.
Out of this then emerges what many consider to be his finest play. Tautly constructed, with exposition skillfully interwoven throughout the dramatic action, this marvel of craftsmanship cements Ibsen's reputation as the father of modern drama and launches him on an exploration of the interiority of the human condition, which will serve as the basis for much of modern art. Enjoy.